Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines.
Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Mojtaba Khamenei has urged the government to prioritize economic relief as the country faces heavy sanctions and the fallout of war. In a written statement, he called for action against inflation, unemployment, and rising prices, while stressing domestic production over imports. Khamenei also urged greater investment, stronger production, and reducing the dollar's role in Iran's economy. Iran's foreign ministry has condemned Washington's new economic pressure campaign, dubbed Operation Economic Outcast, saying it is tantamount to state terrorism against Iran and the world. In a statement, the ministry accused the United States of weaponizing the dollar to intimidate other countries and violate their sovereignty. Iran urged other countries not to implement new U.S. sanctions, saying participation would amount to complicity in imposing Washington's will on independent states. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has said that the nation would never forget or forgive the deadly attack on a school in Minab. Speaking at a Tehran art exhibition honoring the victims, Araghchi called the students killed in the February 28th attack a heroic symbol for Iran. He said the victims' memory would remain deeply rooted in Iran. Iran's Deputy Foreign Minister Kazem Garibabadi has mocked President Donald Trump over his claim that the Strait of Hormuz is U.S. territory. Responding on X, Garibabadi suggested Trump was suffering from delusions, adding that psychologists recommend such patients be kept under 24-hour supervision and receive treatment. On the other hand, China has said that dialogue and diplomatic negotiations remain the only viable way out of tensions between the United States and Iran. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian made the remarks in Beijing as Washington stepped up economic pressure on Tehran. China also reiterated its opposition to what it called illegal and unilateral sanctions, saying its position on the Iran issue remains consistent and clear.
Qatar's Prime Minister visited Tehran in an effort to revive stalled diplomacy 6 months into the war. Sheikh Mohammed bin Abdulrahman Al Thani urged a return to diplomacy during talks with Iran's top negotiator, Mohammed Bakr Kalibaf. Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said on his Telegram account that Iran, in turn, called on regional neighbors to prevent the US from using their territory to carry out military or economic attacks on Iran.
The Israeli occupation forces have said that an airstrike in the occupied West Bank killed 3 Palestinians, including a man it identified as a Hamas operative. The strike targeted a car near Jenin in northern West Bank. The Palestine Red Crescent said Israeli troops also raided the site, detained medics, and prevented them from taking the dead and wounded to hospital.
Russia has launched waves of drones at Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, and surrounding region, damaging warehouses and homes in a second consecutive day of strikes, Ukrainian officials said, were an attempt to derail daily life for millions of residents. Governor Timur Tachenko said at least 1 person was killed outside Kyiv, adding that 14 warehouse premises, 16 homes, and 3 blocks of apartment buildings had been damaged. The US has issued a memo for universities that seeks to restrict issuance of certain internship work authorizations for international students, as the federal government warned that colleges not complying with the regulations may lose certification to enroll foreign students. The federal memo says the Student and Exchange Visitor Program has observed a rise in curricular practical training authorizations that appear to violate regulatory requirements, which permit CPT only where the training is an integral part of an established curriculum. Nepal and China have resumed rescue operations that were suspended briefly in the flood-hit Himalayas after risks from an overflowing lake were found to be manageable, easing fears of fresh devastation. Wednesday's catastrophic flood, caused by a glacier collapse, has killed 547 people in Nepal and 5 in China's Tibet, with almost 1,000 more missing in the 2 countries. The lake's reservoir topped 2.5 million cubic meters of water up from the estimated 1.5 to 2 million cubic metres recorded a day earlier, before overflowing into the Lende Kola River and then into the Trishuli.
Norway's King Harald V died peacefully on Friday, at the age of 89, the royal palace said, ending a 35-year reign marked by modernisation and strong public support. Harald, Europe's oldest reigning monarch, was hospitalised on August 17th with a bacterial infection. He had faced several health problems in recent years, but ruled out abdication, saying his oath as king was for life. The popular monarch was widely respected for comforting Norwegians during national tragedies, including the 2011 attacks that killed 77 people. He also became known for promoting tolerance, openness, and modernizing Norway's ceremonial monarchy. His son, Crown Prince Haakon, 53, is set to become Norway's next king.
That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.